technologies and Internet of Things that you might have heard. So before coming to the waste management, let's understand why this infrastructure is required. Urbanization, 36% population lives in the urban area, and there are 53 cities as per the census 2011, which is having population more than 1 lakh. And this rapid urbanization has increased lots of pressure on the urban infrastructure. When the people move in the cities from the smaller towns to the bigger cities, the expectation is for the better life, better quality of life. So this requires the smart solutions for effective utilization of various resources, and we need a good infrastructure management for the manpower, machinery, and financial resources. So basic infrastructure for the cities are water supply, sewerage, road, stormwater drainage, and solid waste management. In 2005, first time solid waste management was considered as the basic infrastructure of the city. Under the Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewal Mission change and scheme, first time it was considered as a basic infrastructure. And then the lots of boom, lots of technologies have evolved around the waste management. So now let's understand the waste management, how waste management has evolved. After the 1996 epidemic, it was called as a plague in Surat, public interest litigation was filed by Dr. Almitra Patel, and Vishnu Pitama, solid waste management. She is the lady behind the whole waste management, revolution of waste management in India. So she filed a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court of India, and Supreme Court has constituted committee called Burman Committee. Asim Burman was the commissioner of Kolkata Municipal Corporation. Under his chairmanship, Burman Committee was formed, and the recommendations of Burman Committee were implemented as a municipal solid waste management rule in 2000. So this is the first time that in India solid waste management rule was introduced in 2000, and Supreme Court has guided that this rule should be implemented within the 3 years. But even after the 10-15 years, these rules are not implemented in full pace as it should be. This rule is framed under the Environmental Protection Act. Since the Urban Ministry doesn't have any act under which this rule can be framed, so under the Environmental Protection Act 1986, this rule is framed. In 2013, draft rules were published, and some NGO from the Karnataka, they went to the High Court saying that this rule does not address the source segregation and the responsibility of the waste generators. So these rules were scrapped, and in 2016, solid waste management rule. Previously, it was municipal solid waste management rule. So this was applicable to the municipalities only. Now it's a solid waste management rule. It is applicable to all kind of, from village panchayat to metro cities. It is applicable to all. Recently, in 2024 December, draft rules are also published for the public consultation, and after the getting the public consultations, objection suggestions, new rule will be published as the solid waste management rule 2024. And the other waste management rules are the construction and demolition waste management. Construction and demolition waste should not be mixed up with the municipal waste. Plastic waste management rule, which is amended in 2022. Electronic waste management rule 2022, and biomedical waste management was amended in 2019. Initially, all rules were published in 2016. Then, as the need arises, the rules were modified, amended, and the new rules are framed. this background, what is waste? Let's understand what is waste. Before managing anything, you need some fundamental understanding. Can anyone?
Which is not useful, or I can say by end product of anything.
Used product.
Used product.
Used product. Say for example, this paper. You say it's waste. Can anyone challenge this, or do you all agree with this?
No, that can be
It's not
reused.
recycled.
That can be recycled, so it is not waste.
End product of anything which is not recyclable, that can be called as a waste.
Yes. Patel. Yes. So, in my opinion, resources placed in a wrong basket, that becomes waste.
Okay.
If you continue using that, then it's a useful material, the resources for you. But if you place in a wrong place,
That's a
it's
waste.
not that will not use, it's a waste. But if you use, reuse, cut it, burn it, till then it's end of life cycle. It's a usable product, the resources. Paper may be a waste for you, but if you give it to the recycling industry, they may again produce another product out of that paper. So when we talk about the waste, this kind of pictures comes in our mind. So overflowing dustbins, natural drains blocked with the kind of waste. Every nook and corner of the cities are filled up, trucked up. There is a lot of improvement after the Swachh Bharat mission launched in 2014. But still, these are the common pictures. May not be on the main roads, but in the internal roads. Now, scenario has a little bit changed due to Swachh Sarvekshan, which is Government of India is conducting a large-scale survey every year under the title of Swachh Sarvekshan. And they are assessing the cleanliness and infrastructure and public opinion throughout the India, and it is continued throughout the year. Every quarter they are visiting every cities and they are monitoring. They have certain parameters, and these parameters are upgraded every year. So as of now, it's Swachh Sarvekshan 2024 is going on. So why waste management? For the common people, waste is just moving from one place to another place. It's out of sight, out of mind. So when waste is going out of our house, we least bother about where it goes, what happens to the waste at the end. So for common man, it's like a tip of an iceberg. But if you deep dive, you will realize that the over waste management results in the over-exploitation of natural resources, environmental degradation, soil, water, air pollution, arises out of these rodent, birds and protein minerals as deserts. WHO has identified that there are 19 diseases which is spreaded because of poor waste management across the world. So now come to the point that what is waste management? So it starts from the source segregation, storage at source, collection from your household of the point of generation to transportation or the point of treatment and disposal, then processing and final disposal in a scientific and environmental friendly manner. This whole process comprises of the waste management. In India, solid waste management services are provided by the urban local authority. In foreign countries, it is outsourced and this is managed by private companies. So now we'll see the role of waste smart technologies in every aspect, every components of the waste management. So at each stage, these smart technologies can help us in efficient management of waste. So in collection transportation, vacuum waste collection system, RFID, radio frequency identification tags, we know it as a FASTag. So FASTag has this technology, RFID technology. barcode, QR code, you are all aware. Then Big Valley, that's a brand, but it's a solar beam which is having a compressor inside. Then vehicle tracking and management system, mechanical road sweeper, automatic sorting machine for the waste segregation, mobile applications for the customer complaint redressal system, and use of data for monitoring of plant. So these are the smart technologies which can be used for the efficient waste management, only for the collection and transportation. And other is use of GIS platform for the vehicle tracking and management system and route optimization. So as your being circle, it then send the signals to the control room. The route of that collection vehicle will be automatically routed. Like that, we are using Google Map, and if you miss any street taking left, right turn, the whole your route will be rerouted, and it will show you the new path to reach to your destination. GIS platform is also used for identifying the potential site for the transfer station and landfill cell. Announcement of events and alerts. As of now, you will be getting messages like that there is a power failure in your area. So this is used by the facility management add-on tool available in the GIS platform. So if your whole data is placed on the GIS platform, so they will click the feeder, then they will come to know that what is the command area, how many number of users are there within the command area, and all the persons living in that command area will get the message that there is power failure. So this is technology. So once suppose there is vehicle collection for the primary collection is late, so they may send a message that today the collection vehicle would come around 1 p.m. instead of 12, like that. Then all these technologies must also be supported by the good management policies like zero waste policy, public health bylaws, litter cups. These are the litter cups are deployed in metro cities in Bangalore, Bombay, even in Surat, certain areas. These litter cups are deployed, and if you speak in the public places, they will catch it, they will fine it. They are entitled to take fines. And polluters pay. In future, you have to pay as you pollute. So as much as you pollute, you have to pay. So the more you generate the waste, you have to pay more. Like in water meter. So in smart cities, the government has installed the water meter. If you consume more water, you have to pay more. So that's a polluters pay policy. As you consume more, as you generate more waste, you have to pay more. So now we discuss the vacuum waste collection system or the underground waste collection system. So initially we discussed that the waste is collected from the household in the smaller vehicles and it reaches up to the transfer station, the transfer point. While in this case, waste is directly disposed of into the chutes. These are this as per this segregation. These are the separate chutes. At the end of the chute, there is solenoid valve. When the waste reaches to the bottom, this valve gets automatically opened, and this waste moves into the pipeline network, underground network. So this system is quite costly. As of now, it is implemented in a very high price area, like Mary Island and the Singapore, Marina Bay. In India, it is implemented in Gift City, Gandhinagar. That's a complete picture. Even it is placed in the public places also. This waste moves and this reaches up to the transfer station. So the primary collection vehicles are completely eliminated. You won't find any smaller vehicles carrying garbage. But of course, from these transfer stations to the disposal point, there will require some vehicles, larger vehicles. So instead of 10-15 vehicles moving around the city, smaller vehicles is compacted and placed in a one container, big container. This can house up to the 15 smaller waste equal stored in the 15 smaller vehicles. So this has system has got also some limitations because in our Indian waste is quite sticky and oily. So if we directly throw this kind of waste into this chute, it might get chocked, and it is limited up to the radius of 2 kilometers because you extend it for the larger area, you require very high intensive infrastructure for that, for generating the vacuum within this network. So initially this system was developed by the NVAC company for collecting linens in Switzerland, for collecting linens in the hospital campus. There was a big hospital campus, and they were struggling to get collect all kind of linens to their laundry place. So they have developed this, and later on this has been used in the waste collection systems. The Gandhinagar it is implemented, and this kind of this is the utility duct provided in the gift city for water supply, solid waste management, drinking water, sewerage, everything passing the and these are the chutes for the garbage disposal. Barcode means in foreign countries you are given the polythene bag which has got the barcode. So whenever or your container which will be having a barcode. So whenever the waste collector comes, he will first scan the barcode and he will pick up the waste. So this will register whether you have segregated waste or not. When your bag is opened at the transfer station and waste is not segregated, you will be penalized for that. Another part, how much waste you have generated, and you will be billed according to the quantum of waste you have generated. So this is the barcode coded waste bins. Then these are the litter bins placed in our public places, and this litter bin has got the compactor within that part, and it is run by the solar power. So Big Valley company, this is the brand name, but it's actually solar powered dustbins. So whenever these bins are full, it has got the sensor, and it's send commands to the control room, and the control room will send the vehicle when these bins are full. So it is not that every day the vehicle would come and check whether it is full or not. 47 countries across the world has implemented this. Underground storage bins. In the initial picture, I have shown that there are litter bins or community waste collection bins placed across the corner of the city, and these bins are overflowing. To eliminate this, these are the underground bins. Above the ground, there will be only one chute, so you have to open that flap and you have to dispose the waste. So like that, what happens right now, people moving by that side, they will simply throw the waste, whether it falls, if it is a good cricketer, the waste will fall into the dustbin or it will be littered around that bins. And the stray animals and the rat pickers, they all scavenge this waste, and the waste is littered all around the community bins. So this system eliminates the littering problem. When this container is full, again it will send command to the control room, and the vehicle would come. They will take out the whole bins, unload it into the compactor. Because all vehicles are equipped with the compactors, it will compact the waste. So by that, their carrying capacity is increased. So this system is also implemented in Surat, Ahmedabad, and Baroda. For the limited, as of now, it's a pilot project only. 50 such bins are installed in Surat also. For collection and transportation, now vehicles are equipped with this kind of mechanical lifting mechanism. So we can store waste in a larger bin. As of now, it is manually unloaded into the vehicles. And to got the extended arm. This is the rear lifting arm. This is side lifting arm. So this will lift the container and unload it. This all are equipped with the compactors. So these are widely used across India in the larger cities. These are various other kind of lifting mechanism. In foreign countries, this is called curb side collection. So you have to place your container on a specific location only because this vehicle has a limited extended arm, so you cannot place it here and there. So you place it in one place. So truck would come. So this truck doesn't have any helper or any kind of other person. The only driver is to manage all these things. So when waste is collected from the household in a smaller vehicle, it reaches, because these are the small vehicles and it is not expected to go to 15-20 kilometers to the dumping site or the transfer stations. So they unload the waste at the on the concrete platform. Then it is with the help of the loader, it is loaded in a bigger vehicle. It's covered by tarpaulin. So this was the previous practice, and now this has been converted into this transfer stations. So vehicle reaches to on this 6-meter elevated platform. Then it is unloaded into this chute. Then at the bottom there is a compactor which compacts the waste, and waste is filled into the container. And these vehicles called hook loader, they will carry the waste. So these can accommodate up to 15 to 20 waste of the smaller vehicles. So only now the bigger vehicle will move from the transfer station to treatment plant or the disposal. And this is the photograph of the act grade. This is elevated platform. In this system, unloading platform and the compactor all are at the equal level. So it has got a different lifting mechanism. So one vehicle can unload up to 1 ton. So it will lift the 1 ton waste, unloading to the compactor. So these are the compactors. Vehicles unload their waste into the hopper, and it comes to the compactor. Compactor compacts the waste into this container, and this container is lifted by the hook-loader vehicles.
Before adding into compactor, they have segregated the waste, or
No.
they just
This is the compaction mechanism only. It cannot do any kind of segregation. So garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you throw into the hopper, it will go to the compactor. The compactor waste. So you have a good question of segregation, but as we all know that we are not practicing segregation. So unsegregated waste is actually compacted. IT enabled solid waste management. There are lots of technologies which we are using in the solid waste management for better monitoring. So as of now, it's difficult to monitor how many households were covered, how many tons of waste has been collected, which building has hit by the waste collectors. So these all solutions are now managed through this vehicle tracking and monitoring system. Each vehicle is equipped with the GPS, and each vehicle is equipped with the RFID tag also. So this is the complete process for the IT enabled waste management system. So you need barcode scanner, and the GPS and map, or the layer map you will require, RFID, and waste collection bits, maybe the GPS and the ultrasonic sensors. Then computer technology, mobile applications, and smart cameras. So vehicle route monitoring can be done. How much quantity of waste is generated can be automatically monitored. smart bins also give you the quantum of the waste and frequency of how much quantity of waste is generated and within how many time this maintenance being pulled being filled up. And the municipal side, they also require good infrastructure to develop. So event alerts can be sent, dashboards and good kind of reporting through mobile applications and web applications can be developed, and consumer or the citizen complaint redressal system. This is another picture of the workflow. RFID, these bits may be equipped with the RFID and the barcode. So this is the this picture shows the movement of vehicle. Ahmedabad Corporation has completely put the all data into the public domain. You can also check which vehicle will be coming to your house, what is the number and what is the expected time of waste collection, and if it has not arrived at your location, it will also you can also check that whether this vehicle has come to your place for waste collection or not. So all the time what happens, the contractor or the agency made a complaint that no one has placed the waste outside their house. Actually, it's a duty of a citizen to give waste to the vehicle, up to the vehicle. You have to carry waste up to the vehicle, you have to unload it yourself. But no one is doing that, and they are expecting that this agency should do that. Even when the agency do that, they expect that the agency person should open their gate. They have to come within their premises, take out the waste collection bag or the bins. They have to unload it in their vehicle. Again, they have to come and they have to leave their empty container within their premises. So there is always dispute that agency says it, no waste was placed outside their campus, we are not collecting. And agency and the citizen would complain that this vehicle has not come to our area for waste collection. Thank you, gentlemen. આપનો આભાર, તમે અમારો લેક્ચર અટેન્ડ કરવા માટે આવ્યા છો બધા.
Actually, they are traveling from Surat, so I think that's why they are late.
I also come from Surat. તો તમે એનો બચાવ કરો તો એ
They are PG students and
sir, there is no point of discussing.
sorry.
તમે ટ્રેન મિસ કરો છો કોઈ દિવસ, ફ્લાઇટ મિસ કરો છો, બસ મિસ કરો છો, because it's a priority. When it's a no priority, you will never reach there in time. RFID based storage. So all these storage containers has a ultrasonic sensors within that, and when it is set that 80% container is full, then they will send a signal to the control room. So this is the picture of the Surat Corporation. When the underground bins are full, so they will send a vehicle, and when another bin is full, by the time it reaches there, the route, the vehicle route will be rerouted, and driver will be instructed to pick up the numbers of bins which are already full. So this improves the efficiency of the vehicle, because they need not to reach the each and every container. Either they have to pick up the whatever waste is there, maybe half full or nothing is there, they have to visit and check out. Or it might get out, delayed. So this eliminates this kind of issues. Geofencing, uh, which helps the corporation to monitor that contractor, when the agreement is done, corporation asks them to identify the how many numbers of houses will be collected by the each vehicle. They call it as a time, place, movement chart. So they have to say that first we will go to the Sanji Villa, then another apartment, third apartment, and they have to give the time. If this vehicle is not moving within that area, so GPS is there, so it will show that vehicle is moving, but it is not moving within that time, place, movement chart or the map. It will send an alert to the corporation that this vehicle is not moving as per the route. They may be collecting weights outside the route. So this helps in monitoring vehicle movement. Similarly, this mobile application is also given to the sanitation inspector, sub-inspector and the ward level officers. They also monitor this under municipal corporation dashboard for VTMS system. And this is the control and command center. It's a video, huge video. It's only sample picture for that. So we'll discuss the case study of Jaipur. Jaipur has done an innovative idea. Each and every household is fitted with the RFID tag. Like if you are living in any village or in a city, there is a number plate or some kind of plate fitted at your household level. So this gives you the property number, and the property tax collection, everything is linked with that number. They have installed RFID tag on each and every premises, and whenever the person goes for the waste collection, this person has a RFID reader with them. It's fitted in their watch. So collection person is having, so he will scan that. So it gives the surety that he has visited that place. So if waste is not there, then he is not at the fault. Similarly, user fees collection is also given responsibility to the waste collection agency. So if you are not giving service to the citizens, they will not pay for that. User charges is also collected by the waste collection agency. So it makes sure that government, the corporation will not get any kind of complaint that due to your poor service we are not paying. So agency is responsible for that, and he has to achieve the target of collecting more than 90% of the user fee. If he is not collecting user fee, he will be penalized for that. So this system is installed in. Also, it has got a facility whether the citizen has segregated waste or not. You can also mark punch on that whether waste is segregated or not. But it is, as of now, it's on the pilot basis. 2 zones are implemented with this kind of technology. VWise company has developed this software. We were the project management consultant for them, and we were monitoring and checking whether RFID installed is as per the property tax list or not. And some property we have identified, there were 2 gates and they have installed 2 RFID at 2 gates. But the property was 1. So some of the property having the 2 gates are at 2 different ends of the road. So we have done the quality checks and we are monitoring this last 2 years. Once you get the data, then you can do n number of things. You can create n number of graphs, charts, tables with that data. So these are the photographs of the mobile applications. IT-enabled SWM gives you the real-time monitoring of the vehicle movement. It gives you accurate data. So whenever you are planning for future response or documentation of the system, if you don't have the actual data of the current system or the current situation, it's difficult to predict for the future. Route optimization gives you the effective cost effectiveness, efficient service delivery, transparency and accountability on both the side, agency and the citizen side. And citizens' grievances is efficiently redressed. Even in the Surat, if you made a complaint, there is a cell in the municipal corporation, municipal commissioner's office. They monitor the each and every complaint. Complaint is immediately sent to the concerned person, and you will be notified for that. Your complaint will be addressed by so and so person. This is his contact number. That person will, after resolving your complaint, the concerned person will contact you, will acknowledge that you are satisfied with that, then he will upload in his system that this complaint is being filed. Again, you will get the message that this complaint is little, are you satisfied with that, or you want to open up complaint again. So this kind of transparency and accountability is actually for this CCRS. So this is the current system of the road sweeping. This is the short handle broom and this is the long handle broom. So once we were doing the consultation in the Rajkot Metropolitan Corporation, we advised them to use the long handle broom because if you bend down, you are susceptible to the suspended particles more than the if you are standing at the higher level. But this some of the ladies they advise sir આ મોટું ઝાડુ નહીં વપરાય એનાથી મોટો જે નાનો નાનો કચરો હોય ને લાઈક pouch sachets and something, so they are not able to clean the hand of use of this long handle broom. This can be better switched with this smaller broom. So the advisor sir, you do not propose that this all kind of things small handle broom should be replaced with the high handle broom. So public consultation is very much essential. By sitting in the office, you cannot plan for the any infrastructure or any kind of urban planning if you are doing now. Now it is replaced with the government is mandated now under the National Clean Air Program. Now it is mandated that all the municipal corporation has to deploy the road sweeping machines, and they have given a huge grant for that. So these are the side brushes because the vehicle is moving somewhat 1.5 feet away from the edges of the road. So these side handle side brooms, they collect the waste. They move in such a direction that waste is collected within the at the bottom of the vehicle, and there is another brush that will collect all the dust. Maybe simply a mechanical, or it may have the vacuum kind of system within that also. And the litter picker or the large parking plots or the footpath, like in Gandhinagar there is a big footpath, and this extended arms or the extended broom cannot clean that footpath. So this kind of litter picker machines are required. So these litter pickers are deployed in Gandhinagar. Material recovery facility, when we do not segregate waste at our home, someone has to do it for us. And it's very shameful for us that we are responsible for such a petty condition of this practice. And this informal system, they are doing great job for us, great service to the society, to the environment, everything, because they are saving lots of resources or recyclable material going into the landfill side. They collect it, they segregate it, send it to the kabadi wala, and ultimately it goes for the recycling. this is the photograph of the material recovery facility. This is one of the best waste treatment plant that I have ever visited in India. This is based in Goa. So such a neat and clean plant is there. They are using technology, gravity type of technology. This patented technology by CTEC. They segregate waste into the organic and inorganic fraction. That's higher and lighter and heavier particle kind of segregation is they are doing it. Then they are compressing all kind of wet waste and passing it to the small mesh, maybe 3 or 4 diameter mesh is there. And the extract from that screen is directly sent to the biomethane plant and it's fermented. Then biomethane is generated and they are generating energy out of that. And this slurry then it is dried out and it is used for compost. So one of the waste plant I have visited. Whenever you get a chance, you should visit. This is the material recovery facility, the part of that. And there are 16 kind of section of waste, they are segregating it. And every city has a different challenge. So here for them, clothes in general waste composition, 5 to 7% clothes or rags are found. In Surat city, it's higher because having big textile industries and lots of yarn waste and the sari, they call it chindi. So they come into the municipal waste, they are mixing it with the municipal waste. Like in Goa, lots of wine bottles and the clothes, they are used clothes. So whenever the foreigners they visit here, they find it empty, $1 or $2, they find a t-shirt, then throw it here. They don't carry it back. So lots and slippers. So they are in maximum numbers in Goa. This kind of waste you will find in other cities. So every city has a different challenge. So this is the automated segregation machine. Believe me, there is nothing, no machine can segregate waste better than human can do at the source. If you segregate waste at your household level, but if you mix it, there is no machine in the world that can 100% do the segregation. And it also requires lots of energy, manpower, and capital investment. These machines are very costly. So Tresco, this is a startup. They have developed the waste segregation machine. This can segregate waste up to 80% accuracy. Then also you have to do the manual checking for that. This flow diagram for the automated material recovery facility. Manual means everything is done with the manual. Semi-automatic means some kind of machinery is used, mainly conveyor belt, and preliminary screening is done through the trommel or the disc separator. Then manual segregation is done. In the fully automatic plant, everything is done automatically, but final checking for the quality control, manual intervention is required. Not at 100% is done, but some kind of manual intervention is also required within this. Sir, ચાલશે નથી.
Please કરવું પડશે.
Okay, sir. So this is the first of its kind material recovery facility installed in Indore, fully automatic plant. So Nepra Resources, Ahmedabad-based company has installed this plant. Indore is doing very good. Their citizens are very cooperative and they are doing the best kind of segregation at the household level. So this helps also them to do the good recovery. Vibratory screens. Plastic separates with that. 2D and 3D means like paper, plastic, everything is considered 2D, and the heavier particle, segregate sands, that comes under 3D. The optical sorter, they segregate out the specific kind of plastics of the paper. Even after the machine is segregated, some manual intervention is also required. So at the bottom of this platform there is a bunker. When the bunker is full, it will send to the baler, it will compact, it will pack up and send it to the recycling. This is a magnetic separator. Any kind of ferrous material. You won't believe spoons and even the big thalis are also coming into the waste. Any kind of thing is there. These are the innards. These are the waste bunker. The waste is moving for the So this is the proposed material recovery facility facility. We are planning for the 40 metric ton per day material recovery facility. Just state of the art kind of building is coming out there, which will be having a viewing gallery for the visitors also. And these are the pictures all across the Indian cities when waste is not treated, not segregated, so not treated, just end up in the dumping. It's even not a landfill, scientific landfill is not there. And after the treatment, this kind of sanitary landfill cells are developed now in few cities. Non-recyclable and non-recoverable things are only accepted, and the domestic hazardous waste is only accepted as the landfill cell. So you cannot send any kind of recoverable or recyclable material to the landfill cell. Now coming to the waste processing technology, and for the processing there are two different school of thoughts. One is centralized processing facilities and the decentralized processing facilities. Both has got the advantages and disadvantages. Centralized increases the transportation cost because we have to carry all the waste of the whole the city to a one location. So that increases the transportation cost. While in case of decentralized, so maybe at the household level or maybe at the community level. So the process waste, as per the solid waste management rule 2016, gated community having more than 100 household units or the gated community with more than 5,000 square meter area, they have to manage their organic waste within their premises. Authority can deny collection of organic waste from their premises, but it is not actually implemented. Corporation is responsible for collecting only dry waste, and that too not on a daily basis. They can opt it for twice in a week or once in a week, depending upon the quantity. Because dry waste you can store at your house. The organic waste you cannot store for a longer duration. If it's more than one day, it starts stinking. So you will never like to have a stinking kind of bins which is the premise. So daily waste collection is required. So far as waste, wet waste is there. Dry waste collection you can store it for more days. Considering the economy of scale, that reduces the operation cost. decentralized manner, so you have to operate a number of plants. So that increases your operation cost. Since it is out of the city area and outside of the city area, we all are happy that what is happening to the waste, we are least bothered. But if it stays within our house and we find that it's stinking, then we find our responsibility for better disposal. Even for the, if you are planning to manage waste within the campus, where to place that processing machine, that is the biggest challenge, because no one would like to have a thinking kind of machines, because when you collect the waste, so today we have utilized the vegetables and food waste, and next day you will be throwing it out. So already 24 or some odd 18-20 hours have passed. Decomposition already started, but starts thinking. So even for the next day after 2 p.m. The waste collector would come, will collect all the kind of things. So no one would like to have any kind of waste processing facility in the vicinity of their house. So that is the biggest problem for the decentralized facility. Since it's a centralized, better quality control, we can have a good quality control setup for that. The decentralized, there are a number of units, so it's difficult to manage the quality output. Forward linkage, so what kind of things you segregate? You can tie up the kabadi walas or the recyclers, since it's a large scale project. For household level or the community level, if you collect the 5-10 kgs of waste, it's difficult for even for kabadi wala to come daily and to pick up your waste. Centralized plant are suitable for all kind of waste, whether dry, wet waste, any kind of waste can be processed. Decentralized, it's only waste to compost or the vermicompost at the most. So for the decentralized, organic waste converter is there. So they were confused that it's a composter. It's an organic waste converter. It stabilizes the waste only. It just removes the moisture from the waste. It has got the heating coil and the blower, and it stabilizes the waste. Even after taking out waste from this organic waste converter, we have to keep it in a airy condition at least for the 14 days. That's called curing. After that, it will be converted into compost. So there is no such machine in the world that can convert organic waste into compost in 24 hours. Some of the companies, they made a claim that they can, their machine can convert waste into compost in 24 hours. It's a biological process. You cannot increase or decrease the biological process time. So this 48, say it's 28 days, you can reduce to 21 days by some adding some bacteria or inoculum, but you cannot reduce it to 1 day or 7 days. So these are high energy intensive machines and also high maintenance cost. So even though the government has distributed such machines free of cost to the certain communities, they are not used by that normalcy. Even municipal corporation has given some incentive in their waste management user fees, even though they are not using it, because electricity bill is very high because it has got a heater and blower within. It also requires some one kind of one level of segregation at the before feeding it. So every organic matter is not compostable. When coconut shell is organic matter, but it's not compostable. It takes a very long time. It cannot be mixed up with the regular composting. Branches, leaves, everything is organic, but it cannot be composted. Similarly, these are the small biomethanation plants. Here again, challenge is for the slurry, where to dry the slurry, even specifically when the humidity is very high or the in the monsoon period. Zero Waste Society, government under this surveillance, government is announced a scheme of Zero Waste Society, but it's difficult to maintain. You can do it for 1 year or 2 years. Sustainability is always a challenge. municipal corporation has mandated that if you go for the occupancy certificate or the BUC, building use certificate, they will first verify that whether your society has installed organic waste converter or not, or what kind of facilities you have installed for the wet waste processing. If you show that this is the place, this is the machine we have installed, then and then they will give you the building use certificate or the occupancy certificate for the society. Municipal corporation has installed this organic waste converter for processing of the vegetable market waste. So they wanted to use it as a decentralized facility. Even it's difficult to operate this machine at the community level also. Another decentralized system is vermicompost. It gives a very good quality compost, but it requires a little bit higher skilled person to remove worms, earthworms from this compost and again use it. So where to when to insert all these worms and when to take out, it's a very tricky kind of thing. In the biomethanation, there are two technologies are there. One is the continuous stirrer tank reactors, this CSTR. Generally, we have found it in a gobar gas plant. It's a circular tank. One is an inlet point, another is the outlet point, and there is a continuous stirrer. So, in this technology, when you inject the waste, the same waste will not be, or there is no confirmation that this will retain there for 21 days for the optimum gas generation. So by moving, it may come out of the tank for the next day also, even after a month also. So there is no surety on that part. So to eliminate this, this plug flow reactor technology is developed. This is mainly widely used in Germany. Recently, we have been assigned task for the evaluating two technologies, and we have to give a recommendation to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. So, GIZ, German firm, which has got this contract for evaluation, and we have assigned task to us. So, we are studying this, and this plug flow reactor, this pushes waste in horizontal direction. It is also churning the waste, but it's in the circular motion, and waste is pushed in this direction. So waste once entered on the first day, on the 21st day it will come out. In between it cannot be extracted. It gives the waste retention time, and it gives the waste out. Okay. So now government wants to promote this technology. Little bit capital cost is high, but at the end, with the output of the gas, if you consider the cost of the gas, it's it gives better return. In Surat, APMC market have installed a 50-ton biomethanation plant. So all the waste generated within the APMC is sent to this biomethanation plant, and the gas is generated, and this gas is directly injected into the Gujarat Gas Network pipe network. So they compress it and they inject directly into this. Of course, it requires certain kind of scrubbing, because when the biogas is generated, it contains only 50% methane, then the carbon dioxide, moisture, and the H2S, that's the most corrosive or toxic gas. So they have to remove the moisture, they have to remove carbon dioxide, and enrich it up more than 90% methane should be there for the commercial use. So for that, you require a scrubber. So they install the scrubber, and after scrubbing, this gas is to be compressed for the commercial use. Either you can use in fill it in a bottle or a gas bank, or you can directly inject it into this pipe network if it is available in nearby location. Another technology is pyrolysis. This technology is mainly used for the tire recycling industries, and is very efficient for them. Or you can plastic to diesel, you might have heard. So this is the pyrolysis technology. Because from the waste you cannot generate the diesel, because there is a heterogeneous kind of waste is there, everything is there in the waste. So So it cannot be burned at the same temperature in the absence of oxygen. So it will not give you good quality LDO paint. Plasma gasification is also one of the technology. Plus introduced in Pune. They have installed a plant of 150 ton capacity. Very costly and operation cost is also very high because you need a plasma torch for that, and it is not then utilized. New Delhi, they have also installed a smaller plant, but it doesn't run successfully. Waste to energy incineration processes. This is widely accepted worldwide. 60% waste is processed through this incineration process. Waste is burned in a controlled environment. Then all the flue gases are scrubbed. Then it is released into the air, and energy is converted into steam. Then it runs the steam turbine, and electricity is generated. This is the waste to steam. It's in cinder only, but after generating steam, turbine and the electricity part is eliminated, and steam is directly sold to the nearby industries. So the steam house, they come up with this idea, and they are setting up. Already they have set up the community boilers in Surat, Vapi, Ankleshwar region, and they are selling steam to the industries. So steam as a service. So whenever you require steam, you have to inform the agency that we require steam from this to this duration and at this pressure. So they will get the steam. So they have laid the complete pipe network. This monitor continuously through drone. So drone has a thermal camera. So if any kind of leakage is there, they continuously move. Because manually it is difficult to move at the elevator because pipes are elevated, 15-20 feet high. So drone is moving continuously around, and it is also checking the complete network. So they generate steam, and it's effective, cost effective to sell the steam. If they generate electricity, it is not that cost effective. Because for the electricity generation, after generating electricity, you have to feed it into the grid. And to evacuation point, they call it as evacuation point. If it is far away from your location, then infrastructure cost is very high. Even the government or the DISCOM, that is the GETCO, that's a DISCOM. So it is responsibility of DISCOM that they distribute electricity within the city, within the state. So they sell electricity to the torrent, to the DGVCL, PGVCL, UGVCL, or kind of thing. They are purchasing energy or the electricity at 3 to 4 rupees per unit. So that's their purchase cost. But if we generate electricity through waste, the cost is high up to 7 rupees, 7.8 rupees per unit. So these discounts are reluctant to buy energy or electricity generated from the waste processing. So it's better not to generate electricity and to sell steam directly to the industries. Because if industries set up the boiler on their premises, they require a huge space for boiler house. Then they have to store coal for the 30 days, a huge space required for the coal storage. Then they have to install all kind of gas cleaning system. After cleaning, burning the coal from the industry, you have to remove the suspended particles, 10, 2.5 needs to be removed, sulfur. So it is better, or it's more economical for them to utilize that space in the future expansion and directly purchase steam from the third party. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is coming up with the waste to steam concept, and steam plant will be installed at Kirana, and the steam will be stored to the nearby industries. Waste to charcoal, it's a torrefaction technology. There is a company in Chennai, they have come up with NVJC, they have come up with a new idea that they will be converting waste into the charcoal. Still it's the pilot project. In Varanasi, 600 ton per day processing facility they have set up, and we are monitoring the results out of that. So it will be generating coal, and the coal will be then again used by the another industry as a fuel. So then waste will be then converted into charge. Varanasi, this is the photograph from the Varanasi plant. So initially we have observed that waste is unprocessed and dumped. Now the National Green Tribunal has mandated that all this dump has to be cleaned. Actually it was to be done by the 31st of the 2024. So all the corporations are now doing the biomining. Mining is excavating the old stuff. Biomining is a true biological process. They are screening it. They are utilizing all the recoverable material, recyclable material, and the soil kind of material is then sent for the filling of the low-lying areas. SCADA, supervisory control and data acquisition. So you can monitor the complete plant. This is the picture of the biomining plant set up by the Sigma Global Company, and their headquarters is at Chennai, and they have such plants all across 16 locations across India. So this red line shows that this line is stopped or closed for certain reasons, and green shows that this process is completely on. So remotely you can operate the plant, you can monitor the plant through this technology. So all this works, solid waste works efficiently if you are doing the segregation at source. So for the segregation, as of now, government is mandated us to segregate waste into three fractions: wet, dry, and domestic hazardous waste. But in across the world, some cities or some countries, they are segregating in more than 3, 4, 5 sections. In absence of oxygen. First, incident છે અને એ ઇન્સિડન્ટની અંદર તમારું વેટ જ્યારે બંધ થાય એટલે ઓક્સિજન જે છે એ કંટ્રોલ એમાં ઇન્જેક્ટ કરવામાં આવે અને વોટ એવર ધી everything cannot be controlled in report. Everything cannot be controlled. We have to do then screening, removing certain obstacles, because if there is a glass, it cannot be converted into plastic, it cannot be converted into gold. Certain things that can only be converted into gold. Since they are claiming that they can convert everything into the gold, but they are claiming theoretically even it's not possible to convert everything into the gold. But yes, waste can be reduced. Ultimate goal is to reduce the quantity.
જે ડસ્ટબિન કલેક્શન છે ત્યાં કોમ્પ્રેસિંગ લગાવી દે તો દર વખતે લગાવીને સેન્ટ્રલ ઝોનમાં કરવાની જરૂર નહીં ને સેન્ટ્રલ ઝોનમાં કોમ્પ્રેસ જે કરતા હતા આગળ પહેલાંની સ્લાઇડ એના કરતાં એક મેન્ટલનું સ્ટોરેજ કેપેસિટી બી વધી હશે.
Correct. Now, when you are transferring from one container to another container, what will happen? Again, it will.
એકવાર કોમ્પ્રેસ થઈ આવી પછી તો પછી થોડું
પછી શું એને બાંધવાનું કેવી રીતે?
એટલે સાહેબ મેન્ટલ કોમ્પ્લેક્શન હોય તો પછી કેવું કેવું રેસ્ક્યુ ઉપયોગ
ના.
એ જોઈએ.
When you leave it, again it will come to the local body.
જે હજાર વેસ્ટ છે કે મેડિકલ વેસ્ટ છે એના માટે કઈ મેથડ વધારે સારી?
Incineration.
Plasma.
Biomedical waste માટે incineration.
ન્યુક્લિયર
Only
વેસ્ટ માટે
incineration is the process.
પ્લાઝમા પાયોલાઇસિસ આઈ થિંક ન્યુક્લિયર વેસ્ટ માટે બી યુઝ થાય છે.
હા, એટલે થોડા plasma.
સર બેલર બની ગયા પછી એની નેક્સ્ટ પ્રોસેસ શું છે? બેલર કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ જાય પછી એ રિસાયકલિંગ માટે જાય છે કે પછી
Recycling.
એલ્યુમિનિયમ
So, if you are living in the smart city, then what is the duty of a smart citizen? Are we qualified to live in the smart city? So, we were just talking about the segregation of waste at a source level. So, Masti?
ના સ્ટુડન્ટ તો કોઈ નહીં મળે.
કામ ચાલતું છે.
Okay. So, this dry waste can be deposited or given to the dry waste collection center. Bangalore has come up with the dry waste collection in each and every ward. They have set up more than 100 dry waste collection center. So after segregating waste at the household level, you can directly send or shell your waste to this dry waste collection center. So do you all agree that you will give your dry waste to this dry waste collection center? તમે waste વેચવા જશો પહેલી ભરીને તો certainly you will say no. But I can give you a good example. Big Bazaar, they are running a scheme once or twice in a year to come up with anything. They will just simply wait and they will give you a good price for that. And will you be?
કૂપન વિલ બી ગિવન.
So that's their business model. So this Big Bazaar, they have a very good business model. These coupons are can be encased on certain commodities only. One part. You cannot use this coupon 100%. They will allow you to use it up to 25% or 50% only. So that's the business model. But point is that I have seen people they are carrying waste in their car. Any kind of thing, even broken commode, bags, shoes, clothes, paper, everything. They accept everything. So the point is that if you are getting good price, you will sell your waste. So by self, if you are not doing, your mate can be the society watchman or the guard. Anyone can take up this waste and take it to the dry waste collection. So this will reduce the transportation cost. The transportation cost is as high as 2.5 rupees per kg. 2500 ton, 2500 rupees per metric ton. This is the transportation cost. So if you segregate waste and if you deposit waste to the dry waste collection center, there will be huge saving. Another part is that if dry and wet waste is not mixed up, the quality of your composting plant, the efficiency of the composting plant will also increase. You have better chances that the compost quality is very good. So this is the video one of the Surat Municipal Corporation Smart City. Surat Municipal Corporation, this control and command center at the Muglisara, the head office. Surat Corporation also set up the construction and demolition waste recycling plant. So concrete is crushed, then aggregates and aggregates are manufactured out of it. Even government has mandated that they should use M sand. If you are reading newspaper, you will read about the M sand. M sand, mechanical sand. It is crushed aggregates, crushed the concretes. They are made out of recycled concrete. Sanitary landfill cell made up with the covered. The bottom is covered with the STP liner, 1.5 mm STP liner that prevents the. Another is the capping of the old dump. So this is picture from the municipal corporation. So this was the old picture. 33 lakhs metric ton of waste was accumulated or controlled, and now this is the greenfield development on the old waste. It was before in 2019 because now NGT has mandated this. There should not be capping. Though it is mentioned in the SWM rule, there are two kind of process that you can adopt for the legacy waste, older. NGT has said no. There are lots of resources within or recyclable material present in the old dump. You first extract it, then you go for the cap. So only few cities can do this. Now all has to do the biobank. So I just mentioned that if we do the segregation, we can do the better recycling. It's not that easy. Even for the dry waste, they are segregating into the 15 or maximum 15 different categories: paper, plastic, glass, rubber, wood, clothes, everything. Even for the plastics, there are 7 different categories. You cannot mix 2 categories and recycle. If you go for the recycling, you have to segregate this all in a different fraction, then you can do the recycling. So we'll first take case study of the PET bottle, the drinking water bottle. So this is the bottle, PET bottle. Again, there is a challenge. So this is the best bottle for the recycling because it has got a very good shape, and Bisleri is doing a very good job. Their label is easily label removable. So this is mandatory for the recycling facilities. They want to remove, they have to remove this first. So you cannot recycle whole bottle. There are 3 components. This is PET body, this is PP, and this cap is HDP. Again, there is a challenge. So you have to remove all 3 parts separately. Then and then you can use it for a recycling. Again, some companies are doing manufacturing colored bottle. You have to segregate in color wise. Though it's a PET, you have to remove white bottle. You have to remove segregate the color bottle. That is color segregation. So they have to install the color separation machine. It's done automatically. The biggest challenge is for this kind of bottle. These are the curvilinear bottles, and these labels are heat shrink labels. These cannot be removed easily. Just loose sleeve, they pass on to the bottle, then heat is applied, it shrinks and it fits perfectly onto the bottle. So this bottle and this bottle are the biggest challenge for the recyclers. So first all the bottles are received, then the bottle is crushed, then pre-washing is done, then drying, then the flags are formed. So before that, color sorting is also done, label removing is done, then after the crushing, they pass it, they wash it, and HDP is lighter than the flags. So they float, they remove all the caps and the rings. Then it's melted and this yarn is drawn. In foreign countries, if there is a label of this product is made from the recycled material, or this product is made from the recycled yarn or anything, it is sold with the premium price because people contribute for the environment betterment. So they take pride that yes, I am contributing for the environmental sustainability. I am using the recycled product which is recycled. But in India, anything which is recycled is considered as a substandard. Yarn manufactured from the virgin plastic is sold at 150 rupees kg. The yarn manufactured from this PET bottle recycling is sold at 75 rupees kg, almost at half prices. So these recycle companies, they are not selling yarn in the open market, but they are selling it to the Zara and other brand which are using the resale. They are in need of this recycled yarn. and they are getting the premium price for that. They are exporting this here. In India, waste cannot be imported. You cannot import waste. This agency has imported this flax from the Bangladesh. They have set up plant in Bangladesh. They crush bottle over there because waste is they are not allowed to import waste. So they crush bottle over there, clean it, and they try to import flax over there. They were allowed once, but they were denied by the excise department there. Now onward, we will not allow you to import this flax also. So whenever you are doing waste management planning, always have a vision of the zero waste city, binless city. So, for that, you need to have a good IEC activity. Intense IEC has to be done. 100% we should target for the 100% treatment of the waste through these various technologies. And 3R, the most important part in waste management is reduce, reuse and recycle. Thank you. Yes, if you have any questions, you can be asked.
Sir, in door-to-door collection, whenever that truck or trailer is there, okay, I have seen green color and blue color, that wet waste and dry waste. Okay. Till date, I think that there is a separator between this.
This there.
No, and once I have seen that truck from inside, that there is no separator was there. So I asked them, भाई आ क्या है? ते के वो कहीं आवतुं ज નથી ભાઈ. એ બધું.
It is not like that. So they have two different plans at the rear end. One is for the wet waste, smaller compartment and larger compartment because it's a lighter kind of material, dry waste. So there are two compartments. There is one separator and there are two plans. Because in initial stage they were a single compartment. So some of the cities or the smaller corporations, when they mandated that they have to collect waste in a two different categories. So to do the eyewash, they have just simply painted it out from the outside. But in the real sense, if you come to Surat or Nabar, they have a different compartment. All the new are now the different compartment. Some of the old vehicles, see, they are getting contract at a fixed price, say 1,000 rupees per metric ton. In between, you say that you generate a partition, you do separation, the additional cost, contractor will not be ready to bear that. Even corporation will not be ready to assist them for this financial assistance. So they might have done this manipulation, but in sense, there is a partition.
Actual separation is done by the person who is actually sitting into that door-to-door collection.
Because we are not doing it at household level. If we do it, there is no need for that person to do this dirty job.
So for dry waste, for wet waste, we will put that wet waste in plastic bag, and that
Horrible thing.
and can be
Horrible thing.
wet bag as
Because
well.
if you put the wet waste into plastic bag, you are spoiling the organic waste, you are spoiling plastic.
Plastic too.
So most of the people do that wet waste in
ये तो हमारे घर पर तकलीफ है, हमारे वाइफ पर नहीं करती. Because what happens, as I said earlier, if you keep organic waste in a container, it starts stinking. So when the next day the person would come, we collect the waste. If you keep every day, you have to wash your container. So maid is not ready to do that. That's why she is putting all the waste into these plastic bags. So that is the biggest challenge. And now they are developing some technology for the bag opener kind of thing. It is not that easy to remove waste from this very thin plastic carry bags. Yes.
Navsari Municipal Corporation has already adopted the solution of this. They are providing two numbers of beans.
Every city is doing that, not only Navsari.
Okay, they are giving it
Free
free of cost
Free of
to
cost.
everyone.
Yes, every city has done. It's very easy to spend money on that. બહુ મોટો ખર્ચો થાય આમાં તો. એટલે એવરી સિટી ઇઝ વેરી હેપી. બટ હાઉ મેની પીપલ આર યુઝિંગ ધેટ?
અને પેલું પ્લાસ્ટિક અને તો એનું શું થાય પછી પ્લાસ્ટિક બેગમાં વેટ વેસ્ટ છે.
આ ઢગલો દેખાય ને, આપણે કચરાનો ઢગલો થાય, ડુંગર ઊંચો જ થાય છે. અને કશું જ ના થાય.
તો મેઇન પ્રોબ્લેમ છે.
સર તમે જે કહ્યું કલર બોટલ પર જે પેલું હીટ કરીને આપણે ચોંટાડી દઈએ, સો ગવર્મેન્ટ એક કોઈ રૂલ્સ ના લાવી શકે
એ લોકો પ્રેશરાઇઝ કરે છે. રિસાયકલિંગ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝ દે આર લોબિંગ ઇટ એન્ડ દે આર ફોર્સિંગ ગવર્મેન્ટ ટુ હેવ a certain policy for the wrapper also. Even in foreign countries, they have to use this specific ink only. They cannot use all kind of colors and inks for printing of labels because the label has to be recycled. Even for this company, there is a headache. They have been headache for removing that PP. They are using this plastic bottle. They have plant of almost 200 tons per day. Huge plant is there in Kosamba. So every day this much quantity of waste label is also generated. Initially someone was coming to their plant and taking this label. So after that he has realized that this is the headache for this company. So they are saying that I don't have a time, you just send this to my factory, and even he was charging 1 rupees for that. After that he was paying, initially he was paying. Then again he realized that this is a headache for them, and this man is in need of disposal of this. He is saying that now this company is providing this label or disposing label free of cost to third party.
સર ઈવીએસ માટે અત્યાર સુધી બેસ્ટ કમેન્ટ
કઈ નથી.
સેગ્રીગેશન માટે કોઈ પ્લાન્ટ અવેલેબલ છે ઈ વેસ્ટના સેગ્રીગેશન માટે કે અથવા ડિસ્પોઝલ ઓર
તો પછી કેમ આના ઉપર આટલો બધો ફોકસ કરે છે?
સેગ્રીગેશન